Lacquer. Okay, sick. I got a tripod now so I can keep both my hands free. I'm like an official YouTuber. Let me open up a window here. How's it going, guys? It's a beautiful day. I just had like an insane brainwave. I was driving here that I thought I just got to get out. Is that I said something very cool, or like cool in the sense that I thought it was quite clever. Is that we're seeing so what we have seen in the past in business and stuff is the commoditization of time, where basically I'll pay you a set salary for you to sit in the office from 8 till 9 or 9 to 5 or whatever your employment thing is that's the commoditization of time. Now the problem with that is that time isn't universally productive, as in someone else's time isn't worth as much as others, so we've had this kind of disjointed thing. Now what we're going to see is a simplification of that system where it now becomes a commoditization of productivity. Is that, and we're already seeing this like in the artistic industries mostly, as well as for the data crunching, is that for most of these massive companies, what they're doing is that the mundane tasks that can be taught to a couple individuals is then being commoditized and shipped overseas in the form of websites, data capture, where then you log on and you'll do, okay, cool, I do 15 and I get whatever $1 per 5 or whatever the metric is, and then you earn your salary like that. So now we're already seeing that in everyday business. It's going to scale exponentially more with companies like Fiverr, where I log my services as a semi-professional person, where I'm part-time, so I'll put my services up there and I'll say, listen, I charge $60 per content. Basically, if you want me to do a 2-minute video, this is how much it's going to cost you. Boom, 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 boom. And then it's very organic and it's very much the market gets to dictate. And so very cool, little bit of commoditization. But what's going to happen even more, and I want this to be a prediction right now, that's why I wanted to record it and not leave it, is that I predict in the next 5-10 years is that most small businesses will be commoditized. Most are already. Most are quite secular, but there's going to be it's going to be much more extreme. As in, there's going to be, when I start a business, I'm going to say these are the roles I need to fulfill. All right. Then those roles will be clicked on by someone else, completely on the web. Very much like Facebook. Well, LinkedIn is a pseudo example of it, but it doesn't have it inbuilt. Is that then I will then select the packages I want to do. So I'll do this, this, and this, and this. Those will be my responsibilities. There'll be a sliding scale of how much I work. Boom, boom, boom. And then that's my allotted thing. And as long as I check those boxes, that makes up my salary. So for instance, if 10% of my job is doing ABC, as long as ABC and done, there's 10% of my salary. And that immediately, if it's not done, I'm just not getting paid. And that system is going to absolutely revolutionize employees' lives. Is that I am fundamentally, if you're an employee and you're having a bad day, you know sitting in the office from 9 to 5 is not going to help. You're going to sit there and you're going to, and you're going to, and then you're going to, what, how does that benefit me as an employer? How does it benefit anyone with capital? I'm consciously putting away 15,000 Rand a month. That is money that's gone. And my productivity is never guaranteed. I am never get a guaranteed return on investment, as well as my employee isn't happy because they're stuck there. Now, if you reverse that model, say, listen, I'll pay you 15,000 Rand a month. As long as these things are done, it's not my responsibility anymore. I get 5 or 6 different people to do that, minimize my risk of not getting it done, as well as they understand that there's a part that they play in getting their salary. Suddenly everyone's more motivated because there's an exact return on tasks being done. When you have this airy-fairy thing of I need you to do this, and then some days I don't need you to do it because this has happened, and there's this thing, is that the commoditization of time is the craziest thing, is because you're saying I value you this much for an hour. And it's not said like that, but it's just like that mental kind of thing. But now we knock out the price. Say, no, I value your ability to do something by a certain much. Suddenly we solve motivation. Every single conversation ever we've had about employee dysfunction and being upset about it. Anyway, I'm going to create a system like that. Or I'm probably not going to be able to do it because I've got other things. But anyway, someone should create a system like that. And if you can program it so that there's a certain amount... This is how the business model works. Okay, cool. You sell this service to companies. Companies then come to you and you tailor-make a CRM system similar to Salesforce. You tailor make a system for them that they have each unit that logs in. Most companies have this in the form of a Salesforce system. A Dropbox is basically the same thing, but now you have it as a dashboard for the employee works, where I as the manager just get to see boom, 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 boom. That's my output, this is my input, that's how much I'm spending this month. Cool. I can then directly, through maths and simple calculations, predict how much productivity I'm doing in the month. That's it. That solves like, I would dare say, like 68% of all businesses' problems. That nutshell is that if you can change that dynamic of the difficulty of keeping up with the employee, the difficulty of micromanaging, difficulty of motivating, if you just just do what you want, but I'll only pay you that much per thing. Like, world changes. Honestly, it's such a good idea. Honestly, if you have 10 million rand right now and you want to build a company that's going to be worth like 100 billion or whatever, okay, 100 million maybe, and you want to scale that right now do that. And then I would say probably have a marketing strategy towards smaller businesses where entrepreneurs like myself, who doesn't necessarily have the startup capital to do it and can't risk taking on partners that don't necessarily have an ROI, 100% that's your target market in the beginning. You get 15, 20, 35 proof of concepts in that form. You scale up to a larger company, you knock on F&B's door and say, listen, I'm ready. And then you have the ability to scale to their problems. I mean, Discovery's doing it, Sanlam's doing it, all the massive corporations are doing it. It's so obviously the solution to this problem that I'm so surprised there's not a... Okay, actually, you know what the reality is? I've probably said this out loud right now, and there's a whole bunch of people like, shit, these just said my business model. Anyway, go do that. Very good idea. I think it'd be great. Great. Have a good day, week, year, life. I'm very excited. Cheers.